Hey everyone, today we're going to work on this beautiful pink tree. I'm using the Fabriano watercolor paper, which I'm enjoying using. And this whole tree I am painting with this fan brush. So the whole thing, it's the only brush I use. And what I like about it is I just like how unusual the brush strokes look, so to speak, right? It makes for a fun tree. And I'm starting with Opera Pink, which is Daniel Smith. All these paints are Daniel Smith. And I end up adding a few different colors on top of it. But I am starting with the lightest, which was the Opera Pink. And now I'm adding a little bit of permanent deep red. And you always want to try to leave, a little bit of white space. Yet I will be adding snow on the top of this. So, yeah. Um, I do go ahead and give it a dry, which you saw right there. And now I'm going to come in with, I can never say the name of this paint. Pimentite Genuine? I don't know, but it's a really, really, really deep, almost like a maroon, which obviously you can see. But if you have a fan brush and some watercolor paints, you've got to try this. It's easy, it's fun. It's just really a blast, I have to say. And amazingly so, this tree didn't grow as much as my trees normally do when I paint watercolor trees. A lot of times they just get bigger and bigger. But for the snow, I did pull out the titanium white gouache made by Holbein. And I'm just going to put a little bit there on my work mat. And still using the same brush. We're just going to go, here and there. And then it was like too neat, right? So I have to go in and I have to mess it up because it was just like too neat. I don't like neat. Neat's not good. And what's cool is that the gouache is, it's very opaque, but it's thick. So when I put it on here, I'm leaving some texture. Like you can actually, when it's dry, just a little bit, but you can actually feel a little bit of texture on it. And I was super happy with that. So I go ahead and clean that up. I don't know the name of that fan brush. I have no idea. I probably got it at Michael's long ago, but the handle of it, as you can see, is all the paint is gone. I have no idea the brand of that brush, none whatsoever. So now, oh my gosh. So the color of this iridescent paint is called iridescent ruby. It's more like a rose gold to me. It's just gorgeous. And I put that all over the whole page, all over the whole painting, even the tree. And then, of course, I have to come in with the Aztec gold because, well, it's gold. And it just added the perfect touch to the whole painting. And then on the bottom, I didn't really do anything on the bottom just yet. But, and after splatter, I went and I cleaned up. But see that right there? Easy peasy. I just took a little bit of that Aztec gold that was already on my brush, and I just fanned it down there, and that's it. Super easy, and it came out really, really, really pretty. So now I have this heart. It's been sitting on my desk for weeks. And I'm just kind of moving it around. I knew I wanted to put it on here. And I'm pretty sure that that's from the Simple Stories collection that I'm using for my December daily. And I figured out where I want it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of wet adhesive on the back. And I use my most favorite ever tweezers. Those are the Tweezer Bee tweezers. And you know what? I want to, I think, start incorporating a little bit more of my paper crafting supplies into my watercolors. So I wanted to outline it, and I used the Pitt pen in magenta, and I went around because I needed it to pop, right? That before that little heart was really getting lost on that tree, and I wanted it to really show. And then I'm like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe I'll add just a little bit more. And I pulled out another Faber-Castell Pitt pen in middle purple pink, and this really did nothing. I don't know. It did nothing, but just wait. I'm not done yet. So I'll show you that. Look at the beautiful gold and that ruby. It's just beautiful. I love it. I love this tree. And I will be giving this to somebody special. I'm not sure if by the time I make this video public, if I have sent it yet, so I'm not going to say to who. But if you already have it, I hope you like it. And then, of course, who doesn't have stickles? So I put a little bit of silver stickles on the heart, and here it is. I hope you enjoyed. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I think that this just might end up in somebody's December daily. All right, thanks, everybody.